So this is We Don't Know How to Play Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm gonna call you guys the Crunchy Crew.
No.
What? Do you know what crunchy means?
No.
It's a crunchy texture when you're chewing.
It means like obsessed with nature. Like it's crunchy like granola. And I really just want to call you guys the Crunchy Crew.
Fine, we'll be the Crunchy Crew. I hate it, but I'll accept it.
Perfect. You can have this because you probably need that.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna have to remind you what spells you have.
Got
And I guess you can have the player handbook as well.
Great, thank you.
Love it.
Oh,
Fine.
okay, so I guess I should set up the story because.
Should we not introduce ourselves?
Right, introducing characters, that's very important. So, do you want me to introduce you or do you want.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll
so.
introduce Mikos, but you can introduce Kel first.
Well, first of all, I should probably introduce myself. Hi, I'm Mers. I'm the DM, and I'm the most fabulous. Obviously.
Wrong.
We should roll.
Who's wearing shades right now?
Oh no.
Cool shades.
Who can't see right now?
I can see you. You're right there with your two eyes. Katie's right here wearing a bandana.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Katie is playing Misty and Cal, and Cal is a dragonborn druid, which is an interesting combination that is going to go very well, especially because he is a fire-breathing dragonborn. So that's going to be really fun. Can you tell me what you have proficiencies in? Can you?
No.
No? Do you want to pass me the iPad?
Yes.
Okay, so you have proficiencies in sleight of hand, so you're a real good thief.
Best druid.
Arcana, religion, and deception. Which, because Kel's background is a charlatan, which is just really perfect for this guy. And yeah, Kel is basically a god.
Yeah. My God. I mean,
He has a charisma of 19, which is
almost double what I.
Oh no.
Mine's just 10. Should be lower given Mikos' background, but it's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, basically his lowest thing is a 13, and my first character that I made the highest was a 13. So I got really bad rolls on the first one and really good rolls on this one because I rolled for Katie. And he's a dragonborn, so he has like a normal walking speed, and he has 11 hit points, which is not a lot, but that's okay. And
Who do I have? Shoot. Sorry, we'll get to that. It's fine.
okay. Do you want to introduce and none of you have inspiration right now because you have not done anything inspiring.
Oh, Mikos is a very inspiring person. Hi, I'm Jax. I'm playing a tiefling fighter. His name is Mikos, and he's the best character. He has the highest strength of the party, and when I say highest, I mean he has 15. Katie has 14.
Katie's second lowest score.
Yeah. And he got proficiency in the athletics, in history, in insight, and survival. So he is a grand old tiefling. He don't like people, but we're getting to that. Should I explain his background?
Sure.
I wonder how long this is going to take. Hopefully not too long. I'll give like a basic outline. Basically, he grew up outside this kind of wealthy town. He was never really super close with his parents. They taught him fighting. They taught him how to garden because they lived like in the outlands and they didn't like going into town, so they wanted to make their own food. But the only thing he ever really liked was school. He had a nice teacher, a dwarven teacher, because there's got to be dwarf somewhere if I'm not going to play one. I normally play a dwarf, and so this is a new experience. Where am I? What's the rule on swearing on this?
You can swear as much as you want.
Fucking fantastic. All right. So one day when he was old enough, his parents decided to move to like a better place, and he was like, I guess I'll stay here. There's a free house for me here and I can continue learning with this only person in life that I trust. So he would go to school with his dwarven teacher, who liked him, and he would tend to a garden at home that his parents left behind, and other animals that would come by. So, he lived on the outskirts. He lived in the outlands. His background is Outlander.
I'm very sorry for all of the rustling paper.
It's fine.
I'm looking for all of my maps because I have lots of maps.
It's fine.
Except it's right next to the phone.
Yeah. However, his teacher was a very old guy. He had lived a long life, a fine life. But he often would get sick or would just be a bit uncomfortable because of his old age. And so Mikos was like, I want to get this guy some money so that he can live a good life for his final days and is not in pain. And so I can continue learning because this is the only person I like in life. And so he thought, what am I going to do to get this money? So he became a bounty hunter and was like...
As you do.
As you do. Because, there were wealthy folk in there, and they obviously wanted some people dead. And so, he got people to hire him, and then he would go murder some folk and get money for his dwarven teacher man. I don't have a name for dwarven teacher man, so we're just continuing to call him dwarven teacher man. However, one day...
Maybe his name is Dwarven Teacher Man.
Dwarven
like
teacher
his
man.
first name is
Yeah.
Dwarven
And
and
then
his last name is
Teacher
Teacher Man. He had a destiny. Maybe he wasn't a dwarf at all.
Anyway, and then recently, Dwarven Teacher Man passed away. Nothing sad. He just old age,
Wait, what?
What?
It wasn't sad.
Well, no, it was sad, but it's not anything tragic. It was something they all knew was coming.
Okay.
And Dwarven Teacher Man, as we can see from Mikos's intelligence and wisdom, he's not smart. He doesn't really. He's got 11, so he's average. He didn't really get a lot when it came to the schoolwork, but he loved his teacher, and his teacher passed on words of wisdom, and that's what stuck with him. So, considering his ideal is change, and he understands change happens, and he got to change along with it, and all that, he knew his dwarven teacher man was gonna die one day. So he's like, yes, I'm sad, but I'm going to continue living because it's what Dwarven Teacher Man wanted. And Dwarven Teacher Man, one of the big pieces of wisdom that Mikos always ignored was, you gotta make more friends, man. You gotta not keep yourself out from people. And so, when Dwarven Teacher Man died, he heard of this cool old island where there are a bunch of other kind of outcast people, different people, and he was like, maybe I'll go there.
Okay.
And so that's where we are right now. Should we go over our personality stuff and whatnot?
Sure.
By the way, the fact that you wrote just shortened versions, it's very hard to contain everything. I needed to remember it myself.
Okay.
All right. I guess I'll do Mikos' personality and such since we're still on this. So his personality is he has no respect for people who just come from wealth or royalty or who are just well-mannered in general. You gotta earn his respect. His ideal, as I said, was change. He is chaotic neutral, so change is what he lives for. Not really, but his bond is injury to nature is injury to me. As I said, he grew with a garden and with the animals nearby, so he other than Dwarven Teacher Man, he only ever had friends that were plants and animals.
And Katie?
Oh,
wait,
there's the flaw.
The flaw, of course, you need a flaw.
So, flaw, he remembers every insult. He holds grudges. A lot of the people that he worked for treated him like shit because, he was a poor tiefling, and so they treated him with distrustfulness, and they were kind of sort of mean to him. But, he needed money for Dwarven Teacher Man. So he just took it. But if he doesn't need to take it, he ain't gonna take this shit. And he's gonna remember what you've done to him. Alright. That's Mikos.
Katie does not actually know Cal's personality. That's the one thing we neglected to go over. Which I now, in retrospect, was probably a bad idea. So I don't know if I wrote it down on the thing. Yeah. So I wrote a lot of shorthand. So I just dropped everything.
Going great.
So his personality is that he communicates in sarcasm and insults, which I would really like to see Katie roleplay. And I'm expecting great things from Katie.
Unlock the tablet.
Oh God.
Sorry, we forgot to print out our character sheets, so we're just looking at them in our phones. And
Correction,
iPads.
I forgot to print out the character sheets.
Yeah, but I have my computer here, but I just don't have it hooked up to the printers. And Katie didn't bring the. You know, I've had this computer for like a year, 2 years, and I just have never hooked it up to the printers.
Good for you.
That's the same thing that I did. I'm not connected to any printers. So Kel communicates in primarily sarcasm and insults, which as I said earlier, I'm really excited to see Katie roleplay.
You're gonna do great.
Oh,
Katie.
speaking of roleplaying, are we coming up with character voices?
You don't know how
sarcasm and insults is enough for me.
Okay.
You don't know how much I've been wanting to give Nikos a Scottish accent because he has bagpipes and he knows how to use those bagpipes.
Do you want to give me just a
Yeah.
Scottish accent?
But I'm
Can you
very-
maintain one?
I can't, and it's gonna go all over the
But you
place.
can try.
Just if we hear a vaguely Scottish sounding person, we'll know it's you.
But my Scottish voices are so deep.
Okay.
Alright, let's go along with this. I would like to apologize to every Scottish person or any other person who I kind of go off into an accent that sort of resembles that. I'd like to apologize just in advance for my sins.
Yeah,
that
I
will
should
happen.
probably apologize too because I have to do all of the NPC voices and they're gonna get wacky after a while. Okay,
I believe
so that
in
was
you.
your personality, but your ideal is that you aspire to greatness.
Yay!
Yay. Your bond is you wish to renew your family legacy, and your flaw, which I just put this one in because I really wanted to see.
Sorry.
What did you just do?
I laughed because I remembered what the flaw was, and I remember
Yeah.
seeing the flaw with Katie because when we were making.
Yeah, the flaw,
Another
which I just put in because I thought it would be really funny, is that Kel cannot resist a pretty face. It's just,
Kel is so much different than I thought he would be, in all honesty.
I know, he's just like this really flamboyant god. But he's straight, which is true.
It's fine.
Okay, so I guess we should get into
Oh,
this.
if we're going for sexuality here, Mikos is Pan.
Cal, I guess you get to choose. Cal, do you like women?
Does it matter?
Okay,
Great.
perfect. You just can't resist a pretty face.
Kel likes his
I guess
plants.
it's just universal.
Kel likes his plants and his god and nothing else.
Oh God, you really need to watch The Adventure Zone. Good, you know, so
No, we were on the thing here. You can
Side-
tell me afterwards.
Okay, so this is the world map.
Ooh.
Do we get to keep
Why are there
this?
2 islands? I thought there was only 1.
There are 2 islands. It's called the Nasunder Isle, and it's comprised of North Island and Kings Island. And Kings Island is split into like where the towns are. Not South Island.
Okay.
North Island and Kings Island.
Great.
And there's Blackfish Island in the middle of them,
I want to live
which
there.
is where the capital is. And the Kings Island is called the Kings Island, but it's also kind of called the Wildlands because most of it is a desert, and no one goes in the desert.
Arlo lives there now.
Most people die.
Let's go.
Trees.
He's an outlander. He can survive.
Desert. Nature.
Okay, but you're fired.
Yeah, you do
That's
great.
true.
You
Yeah.
do great out there.
And this is where you start on this little island, 2 islands
4.
here.
The strands.
The strands.
Great. Amazing.
And this is your city.
Do we get to keep this?
Maybe?
Is that why you're giving it to us? I assume.
I mean, you
goblins.
can keep it if you want. Let me.
Do we read the thing out that you wrote here?
No, I get to read this out.
So should I-
the,
Okay.
the strands are where you begin your journey. So the strands were the first discovery of the famed adventurer torn asunder. Haha. That's names. Jokes names. Haha. Do you get it?
No.
Torn asunder. Like torn asunder, but his name is Tor Nassunder.